What's up, guys? On today's video, I'm going to be doing a quick comparison of the brand new Tethrd Phantom and the Tethrd Mantis. Like I said in the intro, I'm going to be comparing these two saddles, and this is honestly from someone that hasn't been doing a whole lot of saddle hunting. I got my Mantis last year, early mid-October, and used it pretty much exclusively through the entire season. Anyways, I just got my Phantom, so this comparison will kind of be a good idea as to what saddle setup you should go with. If this is maybe your first one and you haven't bought the Mantis yet, and you're looking at maybe getting the newer Phantom, or you could just stick with the Mantis. Either way, they're pretty good saddles. So my first impression, as soon as I took it out of the box, the Phantom out of the box, it felt a lot smaller than the Mantis did. If you look at the webbing on the Mantis, you could tell this is like way bigger, a little bit longer here. I haven't measured the distance, but it's a lot wider of a hammock of a saddle than the Phantom itself. The Phantom is a lot shorter. And when you put it on, you can definitely tell the difference. It doesn't go all the way down your butt crack, essentially. The one cool thing too, whenever I was buying the Mantis, you had to pick a specific size, and it gave you a size range, if you're leaner, if you're a sitter, and then it does like a waist comparison. And I'm on like a 33, 34 type waist. And I was kind of in between a sitter and a leaner size. And I think I initially ordered a medium, and I decided to change it, and I changed my order to a large. With the Phantom, it's essentially one size fits all, which I think is really helpful for consumers. You don't have to worry about getting the right size. You just add it to the cart, and boom, you're ready to go. As soon as I pull it out of the box, obviously the first thing I did was put it on. When I put it on, it just felt like it felt almost like a pair of pants. Like it fit a little bit tighter. Not like uncomfortably tight, because you can loosen it up with the belt. There's plenty of give and slack you can pull in on the belt. But the way that it fit around your hips and around the top of your lower back, it just fit around the waist a little bit better than the Mantis did. On the Mantis, the belt does not come all the way to the end of the saddle. There's like a 3 or 4 inch gap. With the Phantom, I noticed the belt was sewn all the way to the edge of the saddle, pretty much where your bridge meets with that loop on the saddle. So whenever you buckle it down, there's no flap or no give on the sides. That whole side pretty much buckles all the way down to your hips. So I think that's one reason why it probably feels a little bit better wearing it. The other thing that I did notice right off the bat was the belt buckle. I'm pretty certain it's actually probably the same belt buckle. The sizing looks the same. I'm not 100% sure on that, but the mechanism, the way that it works, the way that it locks in place is definitely the same. On the Phantom, the hip loop, I don't know what it's called, but the hip loop where the bridge connects to, it seems like there's like metal ball bearings sewed in there. It's just another way that you can adjust the way that what elevation the bridge is set at. So if you want it up a little higher, you can have it up there. It'll stay in between those 2 ball bearings. If you want it a little bit lower, you can lower it all the way down. But it's just another way of kind of having fine-tuned adjustments, whereas the Mantis is just pretty much a smooth loop, if you will, that the bridge can slide up and down on. It doesn't really stop in different grooves. So another difference right off the bat was the lineman belt loop. On the Mantis, the lineman belt loop, it's pretty much sewn into the waist belt parallel to that. So the loop is facing the hole that you'd put the carabiner in, is facing up and down. On the Phantom, it's a much bigger loop, and it's pretty much a miniature version of what your bridge is looped into. And I really do like this feature. I did notice every once in a while I would have a little bit of issue finding the loop on the Mantis in the dark whenever I'm hanging my the Predator platform, but I do like that added feature. It's a lot bigger, and the way that it's positioned is a little bit better, I think, for the lineman belt. And by far my favorite change that they made to the Phantom is the adjustable bridge. As you can tell on my Mantis, I actually, it's probably not recommended. I would not do that, but I took the bridge off the old Mantis, and I used a ropeman so I could have an adjustable bridge because I really, really wanted one. And the Phantom comes with Amsteel rope, so you have this really high braking strength rope, and it's on a Persig knot, so you can adjust your bridge. This, I think, has a couple obvious benefits. One is it just gives you a whole lot more customization to get comfortable in a tree when you're sitting in the saddle. And two, whenever you're walking in, this actually helps it hold a little bit tighter to your waist. On the Mantis, it was a set bridge, which, I didn't think it was a bad length. Anyways, I just wanted to make this quick video, kind of comparing the two. Like I said, I'm still pretty new to the saddle hunting. So this will be my first full season this year, running with the saddle, and I'm really excited to get the Phantom and get it up in a tree. I'm probably going to be doing a lot more practicing this off season with shooting in it and just kind of wearing it around and getting more comfortable with the system. But anyways, I hope you guys found this informational. And if you're looking at getting a saddle, Tethrd's a great company, and they make some pretty awesome equipment.